Welcome back to the final part of Brilliant Britain. We're here at Great Yarmouth in Norfolk to meet the members of the Life Ready project, run by YMCA, which supports vulnerable young people towards independent living and help break the cycle of homelessness in Great Yarmouth. As part of their personal development, residents at the YMCA come to the Great Yarmouth Bike Project. It's a community cycling hub that offers them a chance to become physically active and to develop cycling, business and life skills.
The Life Ready project is about trying to make life skills and sustainable living for young people between the ages of 16 to 25. We are solely working with YMCA young people who are housed by YMCA, either in community housing or supported lodgings out in the community. And the next 4 years we're branching out into the wider community. Our project involves a range of activities, everything from such like today, like the bike project, to sort of basic hygiene type skills from how to use washing machines, getting young people into education, training, work placements, everything really sort of incorporated in that.
We've been working with the YMCA for approximately 3 months now. They come down every Thursday, and for one afternoon the place is entirely theirs to do with as they will. They've built a fleet of bikes. Some of them, are by nature are very mechanical, so seems like the perfect project for them. They're pulling apart bikes, rebuilding, not only for themselves but for their residents. So they've built a flight of 6 bikes, I believe, which will be booked in and out for people to get to college, to do other sporting activities, job interviews, etc. And after which they're all building their own bikes. And I'm just hoping that this is a relationship with some longevity, that we can work together so that they recognise this place as theirs, and somewhere where they can come, just hang out, have a cup of tea, do something physical, do something practical.
Our project only started in January. Dale had been living at YMCA since November due to a breakdown with his parents. Does have an alright relationship with his parents, but a lot of arguments and what have you. Moved out of home and into YMCA accommodation at the community housing project.
I first moved into YMCA back in November last year, basically because I needed help, and since then I've been helping them out wherever I can, including things like this, the bike project, where I've been donated 3 bikes here and I've been refurbishing several others so they can be used at the YMCA. So my little brilliant thing is that I've been refurbishing bikes. I've just started on this bike because as last week I finished that one, and they're going to be donated to the YMCA. So they've got a fleet of bikes for their own use, and for the use of the people who live there, so they can get around more easily and not have to rely on buses and be easier for them really. I know before I came here I had a very, very basic knowledge of how to repair bikes, but since I come here I've learned a lot more. Most of the bikes either people have donated, because I know I had 3 bikes at my old parents, which I brought down and donated, but also a lot of the bikes also come from the police, because they donate them as well. Something's important because I find it's a good way to keep fit, it's a faster way of travelling and a lot cheaper, but also it does help with stress, because it's just nice to just go out and have a bike ride sort of thing.
Dale's role is, he doesn't ask for much from us other than the facilities, but we're obviously always on hand. He seems to have learned quite a lot. He seems to be a selfless, that's the one thing I've noticed about Dale. Like the first bike he built, he didn't build it for himself, he just built it for somebody to have. And again, that's refreshing, that's really, really nice. He's very self-powered. He knows we're here and we're always there, we're always on hand should he need any help. But Dale seems to work best at his own tempo.
Since I moved into YMCA, my life I think has greatly improved, especially my mental health and everything. I suffer from severe depression anyway, and life with my parents was not particularly great. So I decided, and I was told about YMCA through actually mind counselling, because I was trying to get help for my depression. And I think it was within like 2 weeks of being told about here, I was moved in to YMCA. It was really fast, and since then they've helped me sort of get to know myself more and be more confident, and great support network they've got, and I've made lots of new friends. And because they helped me out so much, I feel like I want to contribute back to them. So I'm doing a lot of little brilliant things at the YMCA, which includes peer mentoring, where I help the other young people who are now living in the YMCA. So I give them what I know and benefit from my experiences. Also to help them up with courses like money skills, which when I first moved to YMCA I was on the course, but now I'm helping to teach it. I've They've also put me through other courses because I've actually got a paid mentoring certificate now. The bike project also have a close relationship with the police, as most of their bikes have come from the police as donations. They're either stolen bikes which the police have confiscated and haven't been able to return, and there are some bikes that have actually been in accidents, because one of the last bikes I repaired had been in a serious accident. But luckily, the actual frame wasn't damaged. It was just the wheels, and I think at some point we'll have to replace the forks. They're slightly... It's all right to recycle, but this bike has been taken apart because most of the bits need replacing. So I've basically got to find lots of new bits, which I've already collected, and I'm about to put it all back together and bring it up to scratch so it can be used for someone to cycle again at the YMCA. Thanks to YMCA, I've had a better perspective on my life, because to be honest, originally I wanted to go in the forces, but that didn't work out, which didn't help me break down my parents. But now, because I've worked with YMCA, I've found out how nice it is and enjoyable it is to help others, and it's something I'd definitely consider doing more. There's also a really good social atmosphere with the bike project because everyone talks to each other and we help out each other. The social aspect of the bike project is actually really helpful, especially me as I'm a peer mentor. It helps me bond more with other people at YMCA as I don't live there anymore, so I get to know them more, and then we get to talk and just basically have a chat and catch up sort of thing. Hopefully this bike project will be able to continue for a long time, as all these bikes will probably need tuning up in the future as well. Also, with the constant donations this bike project getting, more people from YMCA are able to come down and keep repairing the bikes and keep refurbishing them, keep recycling them basically.
When I first was involved in it, I didn't want to help. I was just in a, I know it sounds really silly, drug-fueled kind of destroy myself mode, but the second chance around, which was quite a good thing that they do for you, they do help you as much as they physically can, and they helped me into college. I'm now off of drugs. I'm living in a house with some really good friends of mine and everything like that, so you know, they've helped me quite a lot. Peer mentoring is to do with us being the middle ground and the bridge between the residents and the staff, because obviously a lot of the staff that are working in the YMCA and Life Ready, they are young, but some people find that quite hard to still talk to someone a little bit older than themselves. So being in the range between 25 and 18, which is kind of the age group they work in, so being 21, I'm spot on in the middle, it kind of helps people open themselves up a little bit more, I guess, so you can help with problems a lot easier. And as I've been in a lot of those problems myself, the information I've got to tell them is quite useful, I believe anyway.
I admit some people at YMCA do just sit in their rooms, and things like this help get them out and get them doing exercise when we do bike rides later, and basically be more out there, more social and more active.
Remember, if you've done something brilliant to benefit your local community, you can tell us about it at dosomethingbrilliant.co.uk. Simply click on Submit a Little Brilliant Thing and the rest is simple. That's the end of the show, but be sure to tune in next time for another episode of Brilliant Britain. So it's goodbye from Norfolk and thanks for watching. Bye!